Did you know a strange dog can read you within the first few seconds and decide whether or not you're trustworthy? Ever been walking in the park when a random dog suddenly runs up to you, wagging its tail and looking at you with friendly eyes? It doesn't bark, doesn't hesitate. It just chooses you. You look around, surprised. Wait, what's so special about me? You might think it's random, but in reality, there are specific reasons why unfamiliar dogs are drawn to you. From the energy you give off to invisible signals you're not even aware of. And one of them, according to science, might send a chill down your spine with how accurate it is. Have you ever noticed? Strange dogs are never afraid of you. They don't shy away. They don't need to watch you for long. They just calmly walk over, like they've known you forever. The truth is, dogs can sense clearly who is safe to be around. Your eyes, your breathing, the way you walk, all of that is data they use to read you in just seconds. A study from Kyoto University, Japan, found that dogs can detect bad intentions just from scent and behavior. And the opposite is true too. They're drawn to people who give off a peaceful vibe. So if dogs keep coming up to you for no reason, you might be giving off an invisible signal, one that humans can't detect, but makes dogs feel completely safe. They can't speak, but they know who won't hurt them. Have you ever had a dog come up to you, not asking for food, not barking, just sniffing you a little, then sitting right beside you like it wanted to be your friend? Most people ignore that moment, but in reality, it's incredibly special, because dogs only sit next to someone they've accepted. The deeper reason might be your scent, not your perfume or cologne, but your real skin scent, the base smell that reflects your emotional state, whether you're stressed, happy, or calm. Cortisol, the stress hormone, shifts when you're anxious or sad, and dogs pick up on that. A 2023 study from Linnaeus University, Sweden, found that dogs can sniff out stress in just 15 minutes and often move closer to people who are down, as if to comfort them. With dogs, you don't need to explain. They sense it with their nose and respond with their heart. What's even more fascinating is, you might be attracting dogs without even knowing it. You don't call them. You don't wave. And yet a random dog might run up to you, wagging its tail, rolling over asking for belly rubs. That's because you're acting in line with dog language, even if you've never studied it. You don't stare into their eyes, something dogs find threatening. You don't suddenly bend down or raise your hand over their head, both aggressive gestures to a dog. You simply let them decide whether or not to approach. That silent respect makes dogs trust you. A seasoned dog trainer once said, "Dogs don't like people who try too hard. They like people who understand that trust takes time. And when you give off that kind of energy, you don't need to try. Dogs will come to you." But sometimes, it's not just about who you are now, but who you once were. If you've ever had a dog, loved it with all your heart, the scent of someone who used to be family still lingers on you. And dogs can recognize that familiar smell, even months later. According to research from the K9 Institute of Behavioral Science, dogs can remember the scent of someone who once fed them, even if it was just once, for over a year. So if you once hugged a dog while wearing your favorite sweater, don't be surprised if a new dog keeps following you when you wear it again. They don't forget. And sometimes, a dog's sudden approach is simply a quiet thank you from a memory that never faded. Have you ever experienced something like that? Share that moment, because who knows? Maybe you are the kind of person dogs always choose. And don't look away just yet. The next reason might really surprise you Dogs can sense kindness just from your scent and how you walk. Ever heard someone say, "Dogs know who the good people are"? Sounds a bit mystical, but science backs it up. Dogs can assess human morality through eye contact, tone of voice, and even body odor. They watch how you treat others, not just how you treat them. In a famous study by Kyoto University, dogs avoided people who refused to help someone, even if that person later tried to act friendly with the dog. You don't need to be a saint. You just need to live with kindness. And dogs, somehow, always sense that about you. So next time a random dog comes up and flops down by your feet, don't say, "What the heck?" It might be, "You're a better person than you think." But it's not just your soul that draws them in. Your body, especially your sweat glands, tells its own story. When you exercise, walk, bike, your sweat glands in your underarms, wrists, and groin activate. That releases pheromones, natural chemical signals that dogs are incredibly sensitive to. Behavioral researchers say dogs are attracted to people with stable, chemically friendly pheromone levels. That explains why outdoorsy, active people tend to attract dogs more easily. You don't need perfume or oils. Sometimes your natural post-walk scent is the warmest invitation to a dog. If you tend to sweat when you're happy or excited, your body is sending a signal to the world and to dogs. "I'm doing okay. I'm safe." And guess who hears that loud and clear? Those fluffy little noses. And lastly, something that might make you tear up a bit. Dogs don't just remember scent. They remember kindness. You once gave food to a stray dog. You thought, "It'll eat and leave." But for that dog, that moment was a lifeline. A study in the journal Animal Cognition found that dogs have clear selective memory, especially for people who helped them survive. Some dogs have found their way back to someone after 9 months, all because they once shared a piece of meat. So, if you've ever helped a dog without thinking much of it, even if you've forgotten, it might still be looking for you. They can't say thank you, but their eyes and the way they come to you may be the most beautiful thank you you've ever received. Have you ever had a strange dog walk up and stare at you quietly? Maybe you once did something kind, and now's the time it remembers. And here's the amazing part. This bond has nothing to do with the dog's breed or whether you've ever owned one. It all comes down to something most people never consider, and that is, now you know why strange dogs keep finding their way to you? It's not luck. It's not that you smell like food. It's that you, in some subtle, powerful way, are someone a dog feels safe with. You may have never owned a dog, but maybe a dog has already chosen you as a safe space for its emotions. So next time a dog walks up, wags its tail, and lies down at your feet, don't wave it off. Sit with it for a moment. You might just feel a kind of love that's quiet, but deeper than words. Have you ever had a moment like that? A dog runs up to you like it's known you forever? Tell me in the comments. I'd really love to hear your story. And if this video helped you see dogs, and yourself, in a new light, subscribe to the channel. Because there are so many more strange and heartwarming things waiting for you ahead. See you next time. And who knows, maybe you're about to be chosen again.